Hi guys, so I'm back from probably the longest break I've ever taken from YouTube, but we are playing Two-State Simulator, otherwise known as American Truck Simulator. You might be able to tell I am rather disappointed with the amount of states that we are able to play around with from launch. Game cost $20 and they've only given us 2 states to play around with when the American state or American country is obviously massive. But anyways, so I have not really played too much of this, even though my Steam profile says like 65 hours or so, because I alt-tabbed for a little bit too long and left the game on for a couple of days. But let's go ahead and get started. I have selected my character and done all that boring stuff, so hopefully you guys don't mind. And I just remembered in America, you drive on the right-hand side, don't you? Not on the left, so I should be driving nice and properly. Now this is the very first truck that we start off with. No. Really know exactly where we are. How about we check out the map? Here we are. We are in Los Angeles is where I've started off with. I want to get to Las Vegas. So supposedly this map actually is quite large for the 2 states that we do have. I can't wait till I actually start adding more states. I think Arizona's coming out in a couple of months' time. So that's going to be the 3rd state, and that's definitely quite a little while away. So we've only got these two little states to play with. Jesus, I'm very rusty as well, aren't I? Haven't played this game in a very, very long time. Well, not this game, but just YouTube in general. The YouTube game, which ultimately YouTube pretty much is a game where the odds are stacked against you. It's been good to see so much criticism leveled against YouTube lately, though, because YouTube has definitely doesn't really care about its content creators all that much lately. And it's good to see that there's a lot of big names criticizing YouTube. Alright, so this is one of the new things about American Truck Simulator, which I'm sure most of you guys have already seen all the other YouTubers play around with it. So I am going to play it safe, I think. I'm not going to embarrass myself right off the start. I mean, it is only the first episode, so let's go ahead and get a nice and easy parking job. This should be nice and easy. So let's go. Are we not there yet? Okay, maybe a little bit further. So what I have noticed is there's quite a few more players or characters or AI characters just around the maps as well. So that's pretty nice. There's a couple of moving objects. I mean, they were there in Euro Truck Sim, but there's a lot more over here. Let's go ahead and disconnect, and there we go. So we should get a couple more experience points as well for the parking, so that's 15 experience points. It's going to be a bit of a grind, I think, to get to where I want to go, but which is pretty much level up as much as I can. But we're going to be doing a lot of episodes, maybe more than once a week. I definitely want to get back into the things with the YouTube, or into the thick of things. But I did mention, I think, I'm pretty sure on this channel, that I was going away on holidays. Unfortunately, I got sick on the very last day of my cruise. It was about a 2-week cruise, which was really nice. There you go, that's a nice straight road to Fresno. I remember Fresno being a very important destination in the first like 18 Wheels of Steel, which was also created by SCS, which I guess started it all. Actually, one of the first games that I've ever played on this channel was 18 Wheels of Steel. I think it was like Extreme Truckers Edition or something like that. That was a good time. Anyway, let's go to Fresno. Let's check out the scenic route. Hopefully it's a scenic route. Very much looking forward to actually looking at all of the scenery. Alright, Warbert, which I'd assume is a cheap rendition of Walmart, maybe. Does look very nice, but let's go ahead and get into the thick of things and keep driving before I keep on repeating my phrases and all. Got some very strange old cars over here, though. Alright, so we're driving on the right-hand side. I need to go. There's a plane over here. I heard that some people have seen like UFOs driving around at night over here in the game. Oh, driving to Nevada in the middle of the desert. So that'd be something cool to see. Maybe a bit of an Easter egg or two. Got more people up around here, which I'm not quite sure what they're doing in the middle of a car park, but I'll take that. So yes, as I was saying, I went to New Zealand for about 2 weeks on a cruise with my family. It was a great time. I'd highly recommend anyone go to New Zealand. It's a very picturesque and scenic country, and you're definitely not going to miss, well, not going to regret it is, I guess, what I should say. Definitely very, very beautiful place. I think I kind of overshot that a little bit. Now this bit's dangerous for me because we're going to merge. If there's a car on the left lane, then it's not going to be good. But thankfully we managed that alright. Playing with my keyboard and mouse though. No G29 steering wheel or so. My brother does have one, which maybe I should ask him nicely if I could borrow it. But to be quite honest, I very much like just playing with the keyboard and mouse. But I guess that just goes to show how I don't really play with the wheel too much. Because if I did play with the wheel, I guess I'd love that a lot more. Anyway, so yeah, I went on the cruise, and the very last day I got very, very sick, which I didn't have. Oh lordy, yes. Oh, that's actually one of the new things. There's speeding fines and all of that. So don't think we're in the minus yet. No, we're $1,562. Jeez, definitely don't want to get fined again. So there's police now instead of speed cameras, and I should be watching where I'm driving. Go on the right lane and go in the slow lane, like so. And what I'm going to do is turn on cruise control at 55 miles an hour, and that should put us in good stead as we drive straight into these mountains. The game does run very, very smoothly. I've noticed, like, I've been just very disappointed about this game in general. I mean, the 2 states, the lack of trucks that you can drive because of licensing issues. I mean, this game was, I think, supposed to be released like a year ago now, or at least like was very much ready a year ago, but I don't know why it took them so long. I know they've had massive increases in teams at SCS as well, but it just took them forever to release this game, and by the time they did release it, we have new mail, which is great. Hopefully it's not spam, but I've been very disappointed. Just the amount of games that, or amount of things that are new in this game, just I don't think that they necessitate a new game, to be quite honest. More of an expansion to Euro Truck Simulator. I mean, there's definitely some performance increases and all that. Very minimal, but I do notice them at least. And of course there's that like parking mini game, I guess you could call it. So you can get more experience points and all that. But just starting off with 2 states doesn't really make me all too happy, to be quite honest. But anyways, as we plow along at 55 miles an hour, it's going to be a rather short drive, I'd say. We're going to keep this on miles and in American distances and all, because after all, we are driving in America. Surely you can drive more than 55 miles an hour. What's 55 miles an hour? It's about 95 kilometers an hour or so, or 90 kilometers an hour. On a highway or a motorway, I'd be expecting a little bit faster speeds than that, to be honest. But yeah, so I got really sick on the last day of the cruise. It wasn't really norovirus, which is, I guess, what they call a gastro, like flu going around the ship. I had more of a chest infection and a throat infection, and it wasn't really those symptoms like a cough or anything that really put me out of it. It's just more my head. I was just very, very out of it. Oh, look at that crop duster. Right hand side, that was pretty cool. I was just very out of it mentally, which was no good. It was almost like delirious. It was just not a very pleasant. Oh, no, okay. I think Wayne Station, I think that means a no. Let's go miss that and see what happens. Do we get fined again? I hope not. Okay. Rightio. Well, that's a good lesson. We're gonna have to go on the next way station. Let's pay attention next time, eh? Instead of me blabbering on, which I seem to love to do. Yeah, I was very out of it mentally. It wasn't thinking really straight. It's very, very, I guess, out of it. I was nowhere near good enough to even record videos, which was no good at all. And the scariest thing was, about 10 years ago or so, I got bitten by a mosquito. Mosquitoes seem to be all the rage these days with, oh, actually I should slow way down. I don't understand how the cops can be going that much quicker than me. Anyways. I'm going to slow it right down. Yeah, about 10 years ago, I got bitten by a mosquito which was infected me with a disease called encephalitis, which caused my brain to swell up, and I was pretty much a vegetable for about a good 2 months or so, and that was definitely a very scary situation because there's permanent brain damage that you can get. Oh, there's a cop right there on the side of the road, which I guess he's testing the speeds or checking the speeds, but thankfully going rather slowly. I don't understand why other cars can be going faster than me, but anyways, I guess trucks have a slower speed, but still. So I was out of it for about 2 months, about when I was 13 years old, and that was no fun. I was just completely out of it, acting very strangely. I can barely remember anything that was happening back when I had encephalitis, and it was a pretty crazy experience. I do remember getting like a spinal tap, which is a massive needle that they put into the back of or into the bottom of your back and the bottom of your spine to get some spinal fluids out. It does sound very gross, but I guess that's just what they do. And it's a very, very long needle. I remember being very first day I went to hospital, I was very, very out of it. I was in the emergency unit. I had to have like 6 people hold me down, and I was screaming right in the middle of the emergency ward. Very embarrassing to think back on, but it was actually very scary when I was sick because I almost felt like I had encephalitis, very similar to it. And I guess when you're sick, there's so many things going through your head that there could be something more wrong with you, but I ended up going to the doctor and he just said it was just like a chest infection. And he gave me some good old penicillin, and I was on a course of antibiotics for quite a while, 2 weeks. Yeah, it was about 12 days, I think, that I was on the course of antibiotics, and it's very frustrating because some days I was actually feeling good, and some days, the next day, I was feeling actually pretty bad. So, very, very frustrating, but I'm grateful to be back and in good spirits and healthy again. Been healthy for a little while now, but haven't really been motivated to do too much on YouTube, just due to the fact there's been so much crap going on in the YouTube world. And I guess while I was sick, the Fine brothers decided to trademark the term react, and pretty much everything on YouTube was just all about that for a good week or two, which I guess is very interesting of them to do. I'm sure they've been uploading videos since. I've never really been into the Fine brothers or the React channels and all that stuff. To be quite honest, I find most of YouTube very childish. Says the guy playing video games on YouTube, right? But I don't know, I'm not too much of a fan of just YouTube in general. Other people, as there's a police car that drives by, but thankfully he doesn't notice me speeding. I think I was just like a kilometer or two too fast. Alright, so we're gonna wait at this traffic light. I'm gonna wait for the green. Actually, no, sorry. We aren't turning right over here. We're going forward. So let's wait. Oh, here we go. What are these guys doing? What is this guy doing? Okay, I'm surprised that's legal, but okay. You'd think we'd have right of way because we're going straight forward. And he should wait for everyone that's going straight forward to finish, but anyways. I think that Jeep also ran the red light. That guy almost ran the red light. Guess he had a bit of premonition. Fresno's discovered. Alright, let's go straight left. Alright, and into Walbert we go. Walbert, Fresno. The superstore. And, okay, so I guess we need to drive over into here and then we choose how we park. So I'm tempted to actually embarrass myself. So, let's see. Okay, so I guess here we're going to have to reverse. Alright, I'll try it. Try it, right? I mean, we've been playing for just a couple of minutes. Oh, we've got a window cleaner over here as well. got a bit of time to kill, so that should be good. Let's drive up over here. Now I'm going to change the camera view as well, just as a word of warning. Very glad I'm back into the YouTube side of things. I mean, I've definitely missed it. I definitely do miss YouTube. I'll never really end the channel, I don't think, but it's always good to have a bit of time off it, especially if it's giving you a bit of stress. And it's definitely, YouTube is definitely not a priority in my life, to be quite honest. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. Now, how am I going to fail this today? Seem to be doing okay at the moment. Okay, let's start straightening itself out. Okay, you know what? I'll drive forward a little bit. Okay. Now. Alright. If only there was a way to lock the trailer. But I think we're doing well enough now. Here we go. We're going to get a lot of experience points for this. Alright. I'm looking forward to the hate comments after this, though. Alright, come on. As if that's not perfect. Oh, what are they on about? Okay. Oh. Okay, now I'm really screwing it up. Oh, yo. Okay. Go ahead and go a little bit to the right. There we go. There we go. So how many points do we get for that? Excellent. Fuel consumed. Do we get money taken away from the fuel consumed? I don't think so. There we go. We leveled up as well. Finally. Actually, that was quite a bit of experience points. Now, to be quite honest, I don't really see the point of the long distance just yet, because I don't think we're able to drive like 1,600 miles. Wait, no, sorry, 2,500 miles anywhere. So yeah, that's pretty pointless for now. So I think that probably the smartest thing for me to do is maybe just get some extra cargo. So let's go do that. Apply. And I'm sure that the email is just about the bank loan. Oh no, it's some new trucks that we can buy, but I don't think I've got anywhere near enough money to buy a truck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode now. Nice, quick and short one, but this is the very first episode of American Truck Simulator. We'll be playing a little bit more of this here and there, but I'll also be playing a couple of mods, I think, because you can imagine just with 2 states to drive around, it won't last all that long. Till next time though, guys, I'll see you later and welcome back.